to a return to the Western Conference Finals, looking to go up 5 for Minnesota with 18-year pro Trayce Jackson-Davis, his first ever playoff. It'll be Randall guarding Draymond Green. Jimmy Butler will be defended by Jaden McDaniels, second team all defense last year. Butler right off the bat, aggressive, missed, the putback is good.
Early the double pin down into a ball screen for Jimmy Butler, got a clean look on that first possession. Trayce Jackson-Davis gets caught pushing off.
Here's Edwards, really been looking to drive the ball here in the series. Struggled from 3 the last few games. Randall on the pull-up is good. Julius Randall, career high, 22 points per game this postseason.
A little bit overzealous on that closeout by Draymond Green. I think you make Julius Randall take a 3 with a hand up to start the game.
Jackson-Davis, 19 minutes, had 15 points in the Game 2 loss in Minnesota. Warriors were blown out of that game, 117-93. Here's Green up top, hit 4 threes in Game 1. Missed there, offensive rebound, Podziemski. Now Randall has Butler in the corner with a shot clock at 8. Butler puts it on the floor and gets the floater.
A lot of space there coming off that ball screen into the middle again. He loves that floater from about 8 feet.
Conley, the lob over the head of Gobert. And
get into the lane.
Golden State got here by beating Houston in 7 games, 1 on the road in Game 7. Minnesota easily dispatched the Lakers in 5. Goes for Jonathan Kuminga. A lot of people thought he might start this game. Kuminga played really well offensively in Game 2. He'll be the first sub, says Steve Kerr tonight. Edwards couldn't get that one, poked by Gobert.
Rebounding advantage in this series, despite the fact that they're significantly smaller.
Randall and Green battling about 20 feet away from the cup. Now Hield on the cut, pulls up, missed the shot, and Gobert tracks down the rebound. Hield has been so good the last 3 games. 33 points in Game 7 against Houston, 24 in Game 1, and played well in the Game 2 loss. Randall for 3. Gobert slaps it out to Edwards. Edwards, no good on his first shot
on that contest.
Check that, Edwards' second field goal try. Minnesota 1 of 5, Golden State 1 of 4. Shot clock at 8. Edwards pulls the trigger and knocks down a 3 ball. Led the league in made threes during the regular season, and then a turnover. Butler and Green not on the same page in the backcourt. Randall up top. Conley will fire and hit. 8-2 Minnesota.
Yeah, Steve Kerr shaking his head after that backcourt turnover, and they've been sloppy with the ball through the first 2 games, but without Steph Curry, each possession even more valuable. You can't have unforced mistakes.
They had 20 turnovers in Game 2, which led to 22 Minnesota points. That's been the issue when the Warriors have struggled all season, has been the turnovers. Here's Jackson-Davis scoring inside against the shot-blocking Gobert. Three and a half minutes gone by in Game 3 with the series tied at 1. Randall on the step back. Too strong. Podziemski, another rebound. He's an excellent rebounding guard. Butler, very assertive here in the first few minutes, attacking the basket, but the rim protector Gobert is there. Butler 1 of 2, driving again on Gobert. Stops, spins, puts up the shot. It's good, his second basket.
And I like the fact that he finished that off with a shot. I've seen a lot of Jimmy Butler in the first 2 games come to that jump stop and immediately look to kick out.
When they acquired him from Miami, as Randall misses a 3, they were under 500. Since then, the Warriors are 28-11, including here in the playoffs. He's been that big of a difference maker for Golden State. Green underneath, Jackson-Davis, his second field goal, and a quick 6-0 goal.
Size up front, athletic ability to finish, even if Gobert is in the area, and he's already got 2 layups.
Conley finds the cutting Edwards, drives through the lane, beautiful move. He's gotten so good at that downhill, always under control.
He's a great athlete, and sometimes those guys will rush that shot. Great patience on that step through by Anthony Edwards to get to the other side, and then a quick shot and miss by Golden State has Minnesota operating again.
Edwards trying to shake Green, can't. Randall goes right at the chest of Jackson Davis, no whistle, and then Randall has it knocked away by Heel. Now they also dealt with injuries.
Can't overstate how hard that is to go to new organization, new personalities to gel with, but more importantly, new spacing to get used to. And I think that
my job is to do a little bit of everything, but obviously the biggest part is to make life easier for Anthony Edwards, who he said is the most confident player he's ever played with. Conley with the floater, and Mike Conley off to a terrific start here for Minnesota with 5 points.
Well, Golden State goes zone on that possession, but they were so extended at the top. There was a massive driving lane for Mike Conley, who just took advantage of it way too easy against your perimeter shell.
Gary Payton coming off the bench and missed the shot. Rebound Gobert. So Kuminga turns out not to be the first guy off the bench. You got both Post, who started game 2, played 3 minutes, and Payton is the first reserves for Golden State. Edwards wrap around to Gobert for the slam. Just 8 points in 6 minutes for Golden State. They really struggled scoring in game 2, obviously missing Steph. Vincenzo checking in, and more defensive intensity, getting to loose balls for him to continue to get playing time. Things were not working well when he was on the floor with Butler and Green after he came back from injury about a month into the Butler trade. Shot clock at 1. Payton's got to put it up. It's another turnover.
Necessarily his strength, but it does loosen up the defense if you take the one that's there.
Hanging and finishing is Anthony Edwards. So how will the Warriors survive with Jimmy Butler, their next best offensive player, on the bench? So far, not good. They're stuck on 8 points here for the last couple minutes. Kuminga baseline jump shot goes down. He was 8 for 8 to start game 2.
What a big shot for Jonathan Kuminga. Picks up after having some success in game 2, but he's got the athleticism to go up over the top of this length by Minnesota.
Edwards to accommodate the Valkyries, the new WNBA team here, playing its home. Look at the upcoming playoff on Monday night. Whoever gets the first pick, and then Knicks Celtics followed by game 4 here.
I think your point was accurate here. Without Jimmy Butler, the identity for their offense, it has to be Kuminga, I think, first option. Podziemski also has to be aggressive in ball screen as he is right here.
Podziemski no good, and rebound by McDaniels. 10 of the 11 shots for Golden State have been.
It is to get a win here at home to extend the series as they wait for Steph Curry.
Boy, ton of contact, a little bit late on the whistle.
Have come down in terms of attempts, so he was 7.5. The other thing, Dave, it helps them set up their half-court defense, which is an elite defense. It gives them better opportunity to get set and communicate.
Check in with Katie for more.
Yeah, guys, Jimmy Butler said he's not a volume shooter, never has been, and probably never will be, but he's going to play the right way. And, you know, the right way, given the circumstances, is likely the aggressive way. Steve Kerr said he had a good conversation this morning with Butler. He said, I didn't even have to tell him. He was preparing to play super aggressive tonight. He has a knack for understanding what's needed, and they need him aggressive, guys.
Unfortunately, the turnover Bears 67% during the regular season. They've got Looney on the floor right now as the backup 5 behind Jackson Davis. Missed the free throw, out to Edwards, wide open. Edwards can't knock it down. Rebound Kuminga. Minnesota by 8, just 11 Warrior points. Kuminga very aggressive, and he'll go to the line.
Can see it's the consistency and doing all of the other little things to help your team win. I think on a consistent basis, that is what the Warriors have been waiting for from Jonathan Kuminga.
1 out of 2 on that trip. Reed fumbled it away, but able to get to it. Good hands, Looney. Got the deflection and forced the turnover. Butler on the face-up. Alexander Walker right in his grill. Butler penetrates. Missed the shot. And Gobert with a rebound. Butler 2 of 4, 5 points in 7 minutes played.
But a good sign that he looked to score on that possession when he got that deep rather than be